Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Heroes of Might and Magic 3 Horde of the Abyss. It's the Forged in Fire campaign, and here we are being tarred and feathered. But more importantly, we have an urgent need for the Stoic Watchman. Well, let's see what else we have. We've got some Mercury, some Crystal. Do you have a Stoic Watchman by any chance? No, but you've got the Emblem of Cognizance. Oh, people are really in demand for these Eagle Eye artifacts this day. Look, this guy wants the Stoic Watchman as well. We've got the endless purse of gold, at least. In your travels, you find a leather purse filled with gold that once belonged to a great warrior king who had the ability to transform any inanimate object into gold. Very useful. Generates 500 gold a day. The well's not particularly exciting, considering we just quaffed a vial of mana, but we'll carry on. See us up there in the water. Grab the gold. Let's see what else we have. We'll probably need another Stoic Watchman. Now over to Henrietta. We might as well grab gold, because we're basically at the level cap anyway, from memory. Yeah, we are. So let's just keep gathering gold. Up we go. We've got a horde of Wyvern Monarchs guarding a hat. And Henrietta lacks a hat, so it might be useful. We'll have to be careful to make sure we're wearing the white boots as we navigate this area. Always a problem. Swap booties. There we go. Let's go attack these Wyvern Monarchs. Shouldn't be much of a problem. The only problem is they may outspeed us. Well, most possibly not on this terrain, but let's just play it safe, shall we? Yeah, we're fine, actually. We'll slow them nonetheless, though. Then let them approach to get the full weight of our explosions in their face. There we go. We might as well just charge in there. You could do the same as well, Coautls. Excellent. A glorious victory, Henrietta. Bearer of the Helm of Chaos. Your army is ambushed by a small tribe of wild and none too bright orcs. You fend them off easily and the survivors flee in all directions. One of the orcs was wearing a I mixed up the words. A polished horned helm. Figuring it would make a good souvenir, you take it. Yes, polished is not a word either, as it turns out. Let's grab the Fountain of Youth. We have the correct, boots on, that's good. Okay, how are we doing over here? All seems to be well in our worlds. We've got the reinforcements. Cuthbert can hand in the water wheel the next day, that'll be good. Let's just examine backwater here. The town hall. We could upgrade the Wyvern nest. Why not? Get some Wyvern Monarchs of our own. Haha! Take that, world. Hire out the troops. Excellent. Let's now end turn. This blue boat is being interesting. Being a little bit nosy. It's a good thing we're getting some reinforcements to join the remainder of our garrison here. What do we have here? All people must pay the King's Road tax. It is 25 gems and 10,000 gold. Unless you pay it, we will not let you pass. No. Although it's not really a King's Road tax, it's more like King's Island tax, but nonetheless, behind these bracken dunes is a hill fort, which we could use to upgrade. When did we find something earlier? Like, if we find any, regular automatons and things like that, we could upgrade them using that mechanism. It's an option. Let's carry on. Henrietta here. Well, there's the bow of the Elven Cherrywood. That means the bow of the Sharpshooter is possible, isn't it? Because we've got the bow of Elven Cherrywood there. I believe here we've got Angel Feather arrows behind a horde of titans, you know, not the most innocuous guard. And I believe somewhere there was the bowstring of the Unicorn's mane, wasn't there? I'd have to... There it is. Next to these sharpshooters. The sharpshooters aren't too much of a problem. It's the titans that are of the true concern. We probably want some powerful Coautls to deal with that problem. But let's see what we can do in the meantime. We'll go and gather this ore. We should be able to defeat the sharpshooters as we are. Let's do it, shall we? We just don't have the We don't have mass forgetfulness, that's all. We only lost one Orgoi Korkoi with no micro, so this should be doable, you'd think. Alright. So if we just kill this guy. I mean, it's just this one sharpshooter's a bit fast, isn't he? We'll just slow them. There we go. Easy. Excellent. Well, that will help us out, because that gives us a 5% damage bonus onto our 2 main damage stacks. A chance meeting with a famous archer finds you in a game of knucklebones, pitting your bow his bow against your horse. Let's make sure we get that the right way around. You win! Excellent. And it helps we have expert luck to win that luck, of course. Not that the message changes whatsoever. We have a nasty garrison here. Lots of lizard warriors. Yeah, it could be a difficult fight. We'll have to see about that. Let's see if we can learn, well, stone skin. Change boots, of course. Let's attack this garrison. I don't want to lose troops, though. That's a lot of stuff. This might be challenging. We've got Wyvern Monarchs, which means we can't really go fast forward because they outspeed us, don't they? Oh no, we outspeed them very slightly. But of course, if we go forward, they'll still reach us even with slow. We could try like here and here, maybe. Then there's of course these Gorgons to deal with. Not the most minor of enemies. So if we just drop us slow... Okay, so they can't reach us here. But of course then they get a shot off, don't they? And if we charge in, of course they're going to just attack us. Like, fair enough. I mean, we wait. We could shoot these ones, and these ones defend to increase the defense skill? Or do they just shoot to reduce the damage coming in? Let's see how it goes if we defend. Oh, you shot these guys! The defense skill raised your defense enough. Oh, we did lose 2 Orgoi Korkoi. Mind you, I prefer losing Orgoi Korkoi if I had to lose anything over any of the other units, frankly. Alright, what happens if I charge and kill you? That seems like a fight that you can handle. We can't let the Wyvern Monarchs sort of get any further, but we have another spell. This is showing promise. Because we could now make one of them forget, we could also teleport. Mind you, you could probably just be killed by the rest of these guys. Or just forgetfulness again. There's also these Wyvern Monarchs to deal with. You're doing okay against these enemies. We could just magic arrow them, or let them attack. Letting them attack is dangerous. We could magic arrow them. Let's fly down here and attack you. Well, the luck is always good, of course. So if I just finish you off, luck is good. And... shoot. So now we magic arrow you, shoot again. There we go. This is actually proving okay. I'm okay with losing 2 Orgoi Korkoi. That's acceptable losses, unironically. Now we can just kite with the Coautls, I guess. You can just run back. The happiest Orgoi Korkoi in the world, apparently. Do we have buffing spells? Not really offensive buffing spells. We could still cast things like Precision or Bless. Bless on the Grenadiers actually makes a lot of sense. And there we go. 2 Orgoi Korkoi for 248 Lizard Warriors, 36 Wyvern Monarchs, and 64 Mighty Gorgons. I will accept this. Let's move on. Am I wearing the right boots? I am. Good. So we've got a Fountain of Fortune. There's a lizard den here, which could boost our production back at home in Backwater. Gems. There's also some Chaos Hydras here. Well, Chaos is power. We'll need to defeat them if we're going to head to this town of Silt over here, which we might as well capture. Because, you know, why not? Also Bone Dragons. Like, there's a lot of stuff here. Throng of Dragonflies. Probably going to say no to that. Let's deal with these Chaos Hydras, shall we? Another glorious victory, but we can do better than that, surely. Surely we can do better. Let's have you head down here, you hide in the corner, and we start the combat. We start with mass slow to slow the enemy. Unironically, yes, that is what slow does. If we position you forward slightly, like so, that might be useful. We'll wait. You guys can wait and wait. Oh, you're just going to move forwards. That's unacceptable. Still, we now can start doing some giant slaying with these enemies. You might as well bounce forward, bounce back. Oh, well, with luck you could have killed the other one as well, but you know. Let's have you go invulnerable. Oh yes, meditation. The secret to becoming invulnerable from attacks. Now you can just run back, fire away. Boom! The luckiest halfling grenadiers. Okay. Can we get a kill now? I think we just zip up and hit this one. With Morale, the happiest fluffy dragons in the world. Shoot you. Blow you up. And then we just finish. Excellent! A flawless, glorious victory. And I accept this glorious, flawless victory. We're now going to progress towards the town of Silt. Next turn. And I forgot that I was actually halfway done with Winona, so let's move back to her and investigate this place. There's a Freelancers Guild randomly. High Eye of the Magi. There's a Seer's Hut. The slave traders disgust you. You'd love to tear down their base and hang them all from the trees, but you remember Talmanak's words. The old shaman asked you to avoid bringing more trouble on his tribe or dragging it into new strife, while it was threatened by the ruthless Practal. In a hut with a crooked inscription that reads, "Manpower for every taste and pocket," sits a fat, sly-faced man dressed in brocade and velvet, either a retired pirate or a scoundrelly merchant.
It is good to see new faces in our humble trading post. I hope to see you back as regular customers, as our offerings are regularly replenished with the most choicest goods. Today I have for you 3 lots. Acids, a direct delivery from Selendor, who personally catches them on some sea cliffs. Coautls, a local specialty, excellent for arena fights. Lizardmen, a group of some local prince's bodyguards, very skillful archers. Oh yes, I almost forgot. There's a few halflings delivered just recently, a little skinny and ragged, but God, do they ever handy with their slings. Any lot is 5,000 coins and 10 gems. Once you pay, I'll give you a bill of sale and a token to show to the guard at the pen. The peddler, smiling cloyingly, extends a meaty palm. Overjoyed to see our goods have attracted your attention. Here I've prepared the paperwork and the token. Are you ready to pay? I'll take one of your stoic watchmen. And the price goes up, apparently. I don't think I need another one. Although, as we could see, there are, yes, some acids, and a throng of halflings, which could be then upgraded in this hill fort here. Potentially something I might actually go for, but obviously we want to get our, our Coautls, right? Like, that's just a thing. So we're going to do that. This, man, I was already been to that water wheel. Okay. Let's upgrade these. We'll just replenish the stocks now. We'll then purchase the Null Hut to get some Null Marauders. Ah, yes. That was a nice marauding, wasn't it? It looks like blue has landed. Multiple blue have landed. I think it's time for Winona to go home. We're going to collect these Coautls. Greetings! These Coautls are bound with thick ropes so tightly they resemble huge, motley-coloured sausages. Feeling Talmanak's spell, they raise their heads and squeak tentatively.
as if begging to set them free. We will accept them, and then board our boat, for we have problems, threats. We have, Tzolk'in here, and over here we have Kasheke. We need to make sure that our city here is sufficiently fortified. We're going to do this now. As Damakon here returns, he delivers additional serpent flies and some more lizard men. We're also going to upgrade this city with some glyphs of fear, raising our attack skill. Ah yes, the attack skill. And then you're just going to move over here. Okay, let's have Henrietta now take the town of Silt, after swapping to the correct boots. I bet you're impressed. Alright, a glorious victory, but not glorious enough, for we have enemies to defeat, and we wish to do so lossless, of course. So we're going to do so. First and foremost, we have to eye up our enemy. There's a large number of basilisks here. We need to make sure we're weary of those, and of course, the serpent flies of justice. I think we're going to position our Coautls here. Yes, that seems sufficient. That's out of the range of the Chaos Hydras. And then we might just slow everything else, but we'll probably just shoot this man, right? I don't see why not. So we're going to just wait and wait. You'll move forward and get killed by the retaliation. Problem solved. Then we issue the slow. And we can basically shoot anything. I think these guys are technically more damage. I get to just not choose because, you know, how convenient. I probably should have, like, you know, waited, but I didn't. You know, these serpent flies might be a good snack for our good friends, the Orgoi Korkoi. We're going to wait here. We should be okay. We'll chuck out a bless on our grenadiers. Excellent. These is a full shot already, so I might as well take it. We might need to reposition, as some might say. We'll absorb this corpse on our way out. Excellent. Let us now reposition. Can you reposition naturally? Not real. Okay. You'll need to reposition first, and we just need to kill this thing. We could just run there. Might be a slight problem. Yeah, that's... You know what I said, you know, we should do this lossless? I think we should do this lossless. Perhaps with a little bit of skill. Alright, I liked the idea, though, of baiting in the serpent fly. I think that was a nice idea. So we're going to do that again. Oh, yes. And everything else should move down here. Or maybe not. We could also unify our range stacks. I think that does make some sense. Okay. So we wait. Dealing with that problem, we'll then oh, that's stone skin. I mean, we do need the slow. I just wanted to change the music, it's fine. Relax. I mean, it's my own fault, really. Clicking too quickly. Let's wait. Slow. There we go. Now we shoot you, get morale. We wait this time so we don't waste our full damage shot. That's a lot better, thank you. We'll then dig and eat this. Excellent. And now I want to continue to bait these creatures to the north, so we're going to position you here, Fluffy Dragon. And the Orgoi Korkoi will move to the south. Like so. We will now bless these grenadiers. There we go. Now that damage properly split, we can probably actually deal this problem properly. You will now position yourself here. We can easily now just get you to attack and finish that. Excellent. Let us now shoot these hydras. That they have now split wonderfully. You may now fly here. You might as well eat those up. Oh, there's actually going to be in range of our gunslingers, so we'll need to move out of the way of that, like so. Morale? That's not allowed. We have to retreat. I don't want to lose Coautls. They're fluffy. Well, feathery, let's be honest. We're being tarred and feathered today. We're not being fluffy. Okay. Slayer, Slayer, Slayer. That went well right up until we allowed the hydras to split and become a nuisance. I like how it's the easy fight that I'm struggling on today, but such is life. We're going to eat this corpse again. I think that was a good strategy. This time we're going to... I'm going to use my invulnerability now. Well, that actually was a bad choice because it meant that it was used just before the end of the turn. So pro tip, don't use your invulnerability after waiting. That does nothing whatsoever. Okay. We're doing well today. We're doing good and we're doing well. Alright. At least the silly basilisk's not going to be a problem. Well, this would be a good time to use the invulnerability. But, yeah, it isn't, apparently. So let's attack from this direction. We'll also bless our good friends, the bounty hunters. Excellent. Start getting some damage on these guys. Oh, the luckiest halfling grenadiers. Oh, what luck. We can actually now engage these hydras, especially if we cast Magic Arrow. We'll actually cast Stone Skin. There we go. Yeah, it's fine. You can just brawl those down. Actually, we could just use the Orgoi Korkoi to finish them. Oh, yes. And with morale, you can have a nice afternoon snack. Alright, go run, please, bounty hunters. Actually, these guys are going to morale, aren't they? Or just run. Just run. Blow them up! Thank you. So now we cast haste on you. Alright. You can move up here. You can just eat another corpse. Run! Shoot him. Oh, they're still chasing. Well, we can manage that. Well, the morale is positive. I don't want to risk an attack, though. Let's move out of the way. And there we go. Silt is ours. We have reached our little hands into the earth and pulled it out. Silt, the fortress. The fortress is not particularly impressive, but it does have some nice amenities, like some serpent flyers ready to go. That's nice. More importantly, it can build a shipyard, which means Henrietta here could just dive into a nearby shipyard, into a nearby boat, rather, and continue to explore, or possibly even come home. That is a useful amenity. Do I want to do that now, is the interesting question. Because obviously there's threats at home, but in theory, we should be able to use Winona here to deal with the threats. But honestly, having a second boat will still be good, because this, currently I only actually have one boat. I suppose when I kill these people, I'll get their boats. But that still doesn't help Henrietta, who's all the way over here, minus a boat. I mean, I would like to explore the rest of this area. It is guarded by a ton of stuff, though. So I kind of need a big army to deal with it. So a tavern would certainly help for exploring the area. And also note, the town literally can't build anything. It's just a fort. I guess you might get a citadel just for a tower, but yeah. Unless it's built by events or something. But by itself, the town is not producing much. It's just going to sit here generating 500 gold. There's actually, to be honest, there's rather a substantial guard for such a useless village. But, you know, who am I to judge? I suppose I should build a shipyard and just carry on in my way. And next turn we build a tavern to explore the local area. So we've got our shipyard here. We'll build the ship. Excellent. As you can see, there's the boat. It looks more impressive on the world map. In you go, Henrietta. Haha! We shall now sail. Excellent. Next turn we'll build a tavern. Let's see what the enemy's up to. They're stealing our birds. Minorly annoying. But it is going to give us some time to get Winona back where she belongs. If I'm going to choose a landing point, well, that's a good point. I mean, let's be honest. Her navigation's coming in handy here. Let us move, Winona! The legendary forest ranger who's really good at sailing randomly from all of those trips around the forest lake. Meanwhile, Henrietta has a pathetic amount of movement by comparison. She's going to ignore all this flotsam and jetsam, just merely move in a southerly direction. She could possibly ambush this man here. Possibly. Movement is somewhat tight. Yeah, not going to be a direct ambush. But it's good to know that we actually have the ability to ambush this man at a moment's notice. It's going to put him all a quiver, let's put it that way. Speaking of a quiver, let's go grab some of these serpent flies and lizard men, because we do need them for our things. Alright. Now I think the town is, yeah, it's as fortified as it can be. Because we got I actually don't know how to say this guy's name. Like, is it like a P. Quidrum, maybe? I've heard, like, multiple attempts at that name, and it didn't sound vaguely right. A Sharak is Practal's right and lizardman. Some people assure me these hunters even managed to subdue some rusty dragons. Well, that's an interesting tip. Well, on that, we're going to end turn. We might as well defeat this person. Well, this person approached me and then decided not to attack. Also, purple. Purple is unleashed. Oh, purple. Purple border gate, but pink seems to be unleashed. An issue, perhaps. Kasherak might prove to be a tough foe. I should probably leave this foe for next video, though. So we shall. Thank you for watching, and when we come back next time, more Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Nice.